Optimum Premium Body Filler. This stuff is almost as smooth as the finishing stuff that you spent a lot of money for. Yeah. All right, sorry about that. I was going to say, when you buy this stuff, it comes with its own tube of red, and it's kind of a pinky red, where the stuff most of you can buy is this other stuff, which is like a brick red. It'll work with anything, so that don't matter. I just bought some blue. As we're doing a white car, we don't want red coming up showing through. I mean, we're going to prime everything properly, so that don't matter. Anyway, I picked up these from Napa. There's your part number in the corner there. I think they're going to be stiff, so I want to try them out. Got some fill to put here, and then some places where we're going to put it on super thin, like over there. And I felt like I could really squash it down over there, so that was kind of cool. Give me a second here. I'm going to go hands-free, if I can. Wow, so what happened there is I hit a button on my phone, and that kind of sucked. Yeah, I'm not really good with this camera stuff. And you just keep flattening it out. Maybe you get all the bubbles out. You're gonna make sure you mix it all in good. Squish the white off of there, because you want to make sure that everything's blue or red or whatever color of hardener you're using. You can pick it up and fold it over itself. A lot of guys do that, and I find that mixes it real nice. You do get some air, squish it out, work it out. And I mean, on your first pass, if there's a little bit of air in your work, I guess that's not the end of the world, but try to get all the white off the back of that. We want it all mixed in good. If you go ahead and put this on your car with stripes in it, you know, it might not harden at the same rate and all this, and it might suck. You know, it might fail, and it might not, but it probably, you know, but really wasn't that hard to get it all the same color. All right then. So this was all cleaned. We did a bit of work up here in another video on the peak, which reminds me I got to put a touch on the peak. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but let's not worry about that, because that's a separate thing. Okay, so now we're using the same thing we used to mix it. We're just going to put that in there. We know we need a lot in there. We know we're going to need a lot here. And instead of worrying about doing a good job, get it on the car. We'll do the good job later. Right now, that's the only concern, just get it on the car. And if you got too much, you can always take it off. And of course, while you're playing with it, it'll start to stiffen up, and there's going to become a point where you can really push it in without it just sinking in. Which I find does seem to happen a little better if you keep playing with it. And sometimes you'll see pinholes come and go and you'll try to, oh, get the air out. No, just go for the shape. Now make sure you're pushing it in, especially on your first coat. When you get really good at this, there won't be no first coat. There's just going to be the coat. But if you do have pinholes and you're concerned, squish them in. Anyway, here's our super stiff one from Napa. Now I can feel that it's already starting to get sticky. See that line? You may pick something up. Hard chunk of filler, dirt, hard to say. But at some point it might reveal itself and it might not. So my first impression of using this, I like that I can put the pressure I want for this particular repair. The round edges leave very little there, so I mean, you don't have to cheese grade the hell out of it. You can pretty much just sand right over that. Seemed to be a low spot there, so let's get that. Like it's already starting to go where you can feel it. Starting to not harden, but like it changes in its stickiness. There we go. We're going to live with however this one turns out. And I'm going to move down to, nope. Too sticky. So what we did down here is the wrong way, too much hardner. What we did there is good. This, I like this. A little less hardner next time. Cheers.